Okay, so it's been announced that Lil Wayne is dropping the Carter 6 on June 6th, 2025. And many fans are excited, especially hardcore Lil Wayne fans. And it's always a joy to me when our legends continue to drop and give us more moments and showcase their skills continuously, even 20, 30 years in their career. I just love it. It's like something that really makes me happy. I always appreciate the greats and give them their flowers while they're still here and continue to give them a listen when they drop. But in my opinion, I feel like Wayne shouldn't drop the Carter 6. And this is not me saying that Wayne should retire and not drop an album. Shit, I want a Lil Wayne album. He could drop that. I'm going to listen to it. But he just shouldn't name it the Carter 6. I just feel like that Carter series is so legendary, and I think it kind of ran its course, you know? Because when you think of Lil Wayne's classic albums, you think of the earlier Carters when he was dropping in his prime and some of the classic hits that are still performing well till this day. Wayne has such a legendary catalog, that's no question. He dropped the Carter in 2004, the Carter 2 the next year in 2005, the Carter 3 in 2008, the Carter 4 in 2011, and then 7 years later he dropped the Carter 5. And that album would have dropped earlier, but he was dealing with contract issues with Birdman, so that album got pushed back a lot. So yeah, I feel like it should have ended at the Carter 5 because when the Carter 5 dropped, it kind of sounded dated, and the anticipation for Wayne's Carter series definitely died down because that 7-year gap was huge. Music changed and evolved throughout that 7-year span. And the Carter 5 wasn't a bad album neither, but you know, it just wasn't the same. It sold about 141k copies first week, and it debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. It was anticipated, but it wasn't as anticipated, if that makes sense, because so much time has went by, you know? And the last 3 installments of the Carters all debuted at #1. But with this one coming up, the Carter 6, I don't think that's gonna happen. And if the Carter 6 doesn't debut at #1, that doesn't mean that it's a failure or anything like that, because we're not really expecting that to happen. We're not expecting the Carter 6 to have groundbreaking numbers or anything like that. I just feel like that Carter series, that chapter it should be closed by now. And I think Wayne should just continue on with his new chapter in his music. Like, Lil Wayne could still rap. Wayne could still go, of course. Even when he's featured on people's tracks, he be going crazy. I just don't want Wayne to rely on nostalgia and try to re-spark moments of the past and things of that nature. But I also kind of see why he's coming out with another Carter, because, you know, it's a classic series. People are gonna check it out. Oh, Wayne's dropping the Carter 6, there's gonna be people anticipating for it. So let's say he names the album something else. I don't know, I'm thinking of something random. He names it I Am Unique. Like, if that's the name of the project, people aren't really gonna, like, they're gonna listen to it because it's Lil Wayne, he's a legend and all that. People are gonna check it out. But naming the album the Carter 6, you're gonna have some people more anticipated, of course, because the Carter is a familiar series. You're gonna have more people check it out pretty much than if you called it Unique. And yeah, that's just a random name I just came up with, but yeah, that's just, you guys get what I'm trying to say. And some might say, well, duh, that's the point, that's the reason why. But it's like, do you really want to like ruin that series? Do you really want to taint that series? I don't think that's the right move. Like, because when you talk about Lil Wayne's Carter albums, you automatically assume 1, 2, 3, and 4. People are not gonna just randomly bring up, yo, that Carter 5. Like, no, they're not gonna do that. And they would mention the Carter 5 had it came out earlier, but yeah, they don't mention the Carter 5. That's never on that in the conversation. So why spark back up another Carter again just to spark up some relevancy and things like that? I don't know. I just feel like you just shouldn't do that. And this is not me saying that Lil Wayne is irrelevant. It's just in terms of him dropping a project. When you think of the Carter, you're gonna be more intrigued, but I feel like when you think of the Carter, you think of a specific sound and a specific Lil Wayne. The Lil Wayne right now doesn't give off the Carter vibes. He gives off a next chapter in his career, and he should continue because he could still go, he can still rap, and he can do all of that, but it's just not the same. So why continue to squeeze all the juice out of this series until it's dry? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a bad idea. That's just me. And this doesn't mean I'm not going to listen to it, because like I said earlier, if Lil Wayne drops an album, I'm going to listen to it. This is Lil Wayne we're talking about. But the name, it just shouldn't be the Carter. And Lil Wayne is hip hop royalty. He's influenced many hundreds of thousands of rappers in the game. Without Wayne, there wouldn't be a lot of these rappers right now. But yeah, all of this was just my opinion, and Lil Wayne stans are gonna be happy regardless. Whatever he drops, you know, they're gonna be happy, and I'm happy as well. I am still happy that he's dropping. It's just, I feel like the title of your album and the artwork of the album are equally as important as the sound of the album. So why play around with that and milk old moments and stuff? I don't know. But hey, he can do whatever he wants. It's his album, is his, you know, work and all that. I'm just speaking as a fan, just letting you guys know my opinion. But we'll see how the album sounds, how it performs, and all that. And it actually could debut at #1. It all depends when he drops. I mean, whether it debuts at #1 or not, it doesn't really matter. It definitely would be impressive, I'd say, but it's just not something we're going to use over Wayne. Like, oh, you didn't debut at #1. We're not really expecting Wayne to debut at #1 in 2025. But yeah, we'll see what happens. If you got to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. It would help me out so much. Comment down anything Lil Wayne related, the Carter 1 through 6, all that. Do you think it's going to debut at #1? Does it matter? Just comment all that down below. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm out.